Hi, welcome to Weekly Reflections this Memorial Day weekend. A lot of it was rainy here in Iowa, but sun's out now. That always happens, doesn't it? Okay, I want to rant, or vent, I should say, a little bit, because I'm really getting so sick and tired of the right and wrong and the judgment attached to it everywhere in the world. And I know we've talked about it before, Republicans, Democrats, Muslims, Christians, but even in our own lives, what we feel is right and what we feel is the correct thing just plays such havoc sometimes. And so here's where I'm going with this. It's your choice. Your journey and your belief system, it's totally your choice. And who are we to judge anybody's choices? And let's face it, our belief systems change as we grow, as we expand, as we become more conscious. So it's time for us to really change this in our own lives, in our own little world. People take different roads seeking fulfillment and happiness. Just because they're not on the same road we're on doesn't mean they've gotten lost. It simply means they have new horizons and different scenery to explore, different lessons to learn. It's really as easy as that. Also, what soul agreements, what roles you're here to play. Are you playing a dark role to wake people up? Or are you playing a light role to hold people in love so they can learn to bring the dark back into the light? I mean, all those things are playing a part. If you took a play and you kept taking out all the different characters because they weren't like the lead character, you'd really have a pretty mundane and boring play, wouldn't you? Not at all what anyone would learn from or choose to see. So I have found the only reason you do that is because you feel you need your own belief system validated. You feel you're right. So the quote I picked for today is from Rumi. I'm sure you all know Rumi, but it's, "Beyond the ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there's lies afield. I'll meet you there." And that's kind of that's my life. I try. I'm not always successful, but if someone and I disagree, in particular in my own space, it would often be my spouse, Mark, and I try to come to a place where no one's right and no one's wrong, where we can find a spot that's comfortable for us both. And a lot of times that actually works. And so if we can do this in our own little microcosm of the macrocosm, we can truly change the world, because on a planetary scale, it's this need to be right that has caused horrible things like the Crusades, the Inquisition, Ku Klux Klan, making somebody wrong and us more right. And yet in our personal lives, often we can't be accepting and tolerant of another's chosen pathway. You might want to ask yourself, why not? How does it diminish you? Now, granted, in a situation of abuse or something, you have to take a stand and be strong and not allow that. But I'm talking about in the general way you live your life, even in the language you use. For some of us, it's the cabal, and they did this and they did that. Well, they are a part of the one also. And they have a chosen path. And perhaps their path was to wake us up during this time of the shift. Who would you rather be in the school play, Archangel Michael or Lucifer? Think about it. So as our planet heats up in the violent throes of an animal's dying breath, it seems like right now, there's so much chaos and so much to reflect upon in our own life. Does it really matter what anyone else believes? Can you open your heart and hold a space of love for their journey? We're all going to the same place. We're all going back to source. We're all coming into oneness. So does it really matter? No one's lost at all. And the oneness is everywhere. And in the end, really, this is my final question. In the end, did it matter if you were a Republican or a Democrat? If you are a Muslim or a Christian, if you believed in abortion or right to life, did it really matter? Have your belief, believe in your belief, support your belief, but don't judge anyone else's. Let them be in their space and hold that space of love into oneness. So catch the magic of doing that in your life. Go to Rumi's field whenever you need to, the space between the right and wrong. Have a great week. Enjoy Memorial Day. And Saturday coming up at 5:30 a.m. Central Time is a very important astrological configuration. I'll be talking more about that. You might want to research it on your own. Take care of who you are. Bye-bye.